Hi everyone. So I chose that it should be legal to raise prices on drugs because, I mean, it should be cheaper to buy the prescription drugs just because people need it. And I mean, the high-end companies that have they're well known, they know that people will continue to buy their drugs and they eventually will buy out the other companies, which are their competitors. And without the competitors, obviously the company is going to raise their prices because they know people will continue to buy their drugs. And again, people will pay more. And the thing is, with people, they have insurance, but all insurances have different coverages. And some people do not have the greatest coverage where they have to pay a lot for their medication. So, with this, it should again be illegal to have the prices rise just because people will need medication and they will pay any price. And again, companies will take advantage of people because they know they people will pay that price to get their medication. As everyone has insurance, again, people have different coverage plans. And in my case, I mean, that my insurance covers my medication fully, or I have to pay $5. But some people are not as fortunate where they have to pay a lot more. And I've seen people pay so much, and it's just ridiculous. So, um, as people have to pay more money, it leaves them with no money in the end. And again, as people pay, it to leaves the company, I should say, to continue to rise their prices because they know people will continue to pay. And with this, people again will struggle and have to spend their money because they need the medication for their health and they have no other way of getting the medication. So, again, it leads them to having to pay with their own money and leaving them to struggle. So, again, in the end, it leaves money becomes an issue where people have to borrow their money from like a family member, friends, or become in debt by borrowing that money. With this, people can a way a solution could be brought up is by people stopping on buying the medication and starting a boycott. With when people join together and see a problem, they can boycott and make the company realize how raising the prices for the medication or drugs is really affecting those people, even though they need it. It just is affecting people. So what people can do is buy the medication ahead of time. So when they boycott, they do not have to buy the drugs. And with this, the company can lose money because people are not buying their prescriptions at the time, and realize that and make the company realize that people do want change. In the end, if the company were to keep a steady rate of the medication price, they could make money by gaining the money and keep customers because they're showing that they can keep the price steady and people will continue to see that that company is a good brand and other people love that uh, medication or drug. And again, people will be loyal to that company. If um, when the prices, although people like the prices do rise, it shows that they have value in that company, and it obviously shows that they're a good company and the drugs have a good effect. And people know again that by hearing in advertisements or by other friends and family that that drug is good, they will continue to buy it no matter how much the price is. And I mean, if they have to struggle, they will continue to do that. And I mean, the company knows that even if people become in debt or whatever, they know they have an advantage to people continuing to buy that drug because no one will stop. And again, the company will continue to gain the power of people buying that drug. So in the end, it should be illegal to raise the prices on drugs just because people become in debt many times and have to struggle with ways to come up with the money to pay for the medication or drug just because they need it in their health. And I mean, even though everyone has insurance now, insurances again have different coverages where I mean they have to pay a good amount of money sometimes, and have again struggle in the end with what they can buy at the end of the month with other necessities they need. So, and again, the company will leave an advantage to themselves because they know people will continue to buy their drug. In the end, drugs should be left at a steady uh, price so people do not have to struggle with paying high prices and leave themselves in debt.